Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, hello. I was worried for a
Hello.
moment because OBS was taking a little too long to hit the record button there. But I do believe we are
Well,
recording. We are.
are we recording?
Yes, we
Are
are.
the audio levels fine?
Yes, everything is all fine. I never touch them. I leave them the same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You leave them the same.
Mm-hmm.
You've learned your lesson.
The only thing I do is I toggle when I record the podcast. I have a desktop audio recording, so I can get both you and Firefox and all that. Because sometimes Firefox, like audio capturing Firefox, gives me issues sometimes. So I don't like because whenever you close the window, sometimes it fucks up. Yeah. And then whenever I'm on stream, I have Discord capture your audio output, so that's a different thing that's measured than on this.
I'll measure you.
You'll measure me with what? Pounds or weight measurement or height measurement?
Measuring stick.
Slap me in the face with a measuring stick.
Yes. Let's say you're measured now. Haha. What now, motherfucker?
Such drastic measures. Har har
Unmeasurable
har.
agony.
um. So, how have you been?
Fuck, shit's been wild.
Shit has been
I
wild.
guess, you know what I want to mention?
Yes.
Shout out to Ed Sarah Day
Yes, I was
today.
gonna bring that up.
That's
Um.
really what's on my
Yeah. Same.
mind is I'm concerned.
Yeah. Ansari, frequent guest of the show, even last episode, had to go to the hospital last night for something that's not exactly clear what, but it was scary. It was drastic, and they're having to go back for a test soon. So at the moment they're fine, but it is scary, and we are hoping that they're okay. They are a good friend of both of us, so sweet wishes to Ansari.
I really hope that she's gonna be alright,
Yes. Oh,
because I haven't heard from her since, like, then basically the messages in her server.
yeah, yeah. I think the last thing I saw her post was she responded to Squid posting a sorry, a crossword puzzle in my server at like 2 in the morning at my time zone. I guess it was 11 p.m. for her, but she was responding to that that crossword puzzle, and that's the last thing that she said. So, um, I think she's probably sleeping because she was at the doctor's and came back at 11 p.m., probably went to bed and is still sleeping. That's what I assume. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, aside from that scariness, how have you been?
Aside from that, well, in other news, my mom's husband is out of the hospital again.
Ah, one in, one out. Yes.
One in, one out. Oh, fucking wonderful.
um, well, that's good news. That's good news. Hope he's recovering well. Um, I've been okay. I'm going to Florida at the end of the month, which we'll have to
Why are
pre-record
you
an
going to
episode for that.
Florida?
Yeah, we'll have to pre-record an episode for that. So we'll probably do. I think next week. Well, probably not next week. 2 weeks from now, we should like record 2 1-hour episodes. One of which not relating to current events, and then put that one out. Maybe, right? Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
figure it
talk
out.
about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, we're heading. I'm heading to. My family and I are heading to Florida to go to Disney and stuff. I'm going to the happiest place on earth during hurricane season when we don't have forewarning systems in America because we defunded them all and FEMA's gone.
You know, you could also just like not go, right?
Yeah, but like I kind of want to go to Disney. Like I do kind of want to go because we've talked about this before, but
Fucking
I have the
Americans.
theme park autism. I like amusement parks. I like theme
Fucking
parks. And it's
Americans.
not even an entirely American thing. I just like I like themed entertainment. I like
Oh,
I like the all that
you would
shit.
hate. You would hate. You would hate. going to a theme park with me.
Oh, you would be so cynical. You'd hate
Yes,
every
and you would
minute of
hate
it.
it.
Yeah, I would hate it.
You would hate every minute of it.
Yeah.
I remember the time I made you cry because I gave my honest opinion about fucking Marvel Rivals.
You didn't make me cry. I
Almost.
pouted. It's different.
You pouted hard.
I was pouting because not because you made fun of the game, but because you weren't gonna play it with me. Because I thought it would be like a fun thing to play, but I
There's
decided,
tons of games you don't play with me.
yeah. Well, mostly because I don't own them. You
You
know,
know, like Monster
I
Hunter.
have played Monster Hunter with you. I have. The last time you played Monster Hunter, I was playing with you. I think. I believe so. Maybe not. That's probably not true. Um, but I'll say it's true to win the argument. Okay. Speaking of hurricanes though, and weather and bad weather and stuff. The first politics
Yeah,
we got a lot of politics to talk about today. The first
we got
one.
a lot of stuff
It's
to get
actually
through. First
it's a lot
one,
of
the
one.
world shakes.
Yes, the world shakes. There was a massive earthquake in Russia yesterday. The sixth largest earthquake, sixth most destructive earthquake since 1900. There's a graph down here. The ones that beat it, the earthquake that caused the Fukushima disaster, the earthquake that caused the 2004 Indonesian tsunami, that's like the deadliest tsunami to ever happen, and then the 60s Chilean earthquake, which is the most like destructive earthquake in like modern history. So this one like ranks just beneath those. Um, so this is a good sign. There is warnings of tsunamis coming towards Hawaii, which would be very disastrous.
Somebody warn
It's
Oprah.
somebody warn Oprah. um, you say, Jade, you said that Oprah closed off a private road during the evacuation.
Oh yeah, Oprah's team says that that's false.
Oprah's team says that's false.
Yes, Oprah's team said that the road was open.
Oprah
But then
responds
also
to
then
claims
like
that
everybody's more angry. Like even if that's being true, right? People are still angry that Oprah owns a road
yeah,
in
like
Hawaii.
why does Oprah own a road? It's Oprah
She
Lane.
doesn't like traffic. But she's rich.
She
She
is
doesn't like
rich.
traffic. She
She's one of the
doesn't
richest
buy
people in the
like
world.
yeah, she just buys a road. What the fuck? If
Yeah.
you were that rich, you'd do it too, you
Oprah
stupid
Oprah
fucks.
has a lot of controversy with Hawaii. I remember during the fires, the volcanoes fires. Was it forest fires? It was a forest fire, right? It wasn't even a volcano fire, I
Yeah, I
think.
don't know,
I don't
but
remember. Oh, it was like
it
lightning
was
triggered or something. But
it was the fact that like the road like I saw somebody put up a map somewhere, but the road is apparently like a really, really, really fucking massive shortcut,
let's see.
right?
It looks like here's a drawing of it. Oprah's
Yeah, that's the
Road,
map I saw.
and then this is the only other route to the high ground. Wow, okay. That is pretty bad.
So like
That's not
regardless of
even
whether
like a
or not the
street.
road was open, why does she own that stretch of road that is so like very obviously important?
Oprah's Road. Uh Now the thing is,
What
whenever
do
it
you think?
comes, I mean, like this is just flagrant, but this isn't surprising for Hawaii. Like, there's a Hawaiian island that is entirely owned by like one guy. Like, he just
But
owns one of
like
the Hawaiian islands. Like, this is what Hawaii is for in America. It's for the rich people to fucking have fun, and so they own roads and shit. They just own islands. They own land they should not be owning. Like it's colonialism. But in the modern day, it's woke colonialism because Oprah's
are you
doing it.
calling Oprah Winfrey
A
a
colonist? Yes, I
colonialist?
am. I am calling Oprah Winfrey a colonialist. Um,
Wow.
yes, because colonialism is about proximity to the imperial sphere.
Wow. No, I'm just pointing it out as something funny. I don't really
Yeah,
give a shit.
yeah.
Bitch. Look, I don't care about Oprah, honestly.
Neither do I.
Like, I grew up in the time when Oprah was still like actively on TV.
Here's the road again being shown that you can't cross this road. You have to go all the way around. Oprah Road. Yeah.
But this earthquake is pretty bad,
This
and
is
the
this is
fact
bad.
that
Is
like
there a casualty count anywhere on this article?
so they say no casualties so far.
Okay.
Is the last I heard. That's the
Killing
last I heard.
this is the if it remains at 80.8, this quake would be the tied with the sixth strongest ever, which struck Chile in 2010, killing 500 people. So like this is the level of the earthquake. Killing 500 people, 370,000 people,
Yeah.
homes
I
destroyed.
As far as I know, this happened in like bumfuck Russia, right?
Yeah, Kamchatka. It happened. Actually, it happened 74 miles off the coast of Petropavlovsk, Kamchatsky, the regional capital of Kamchatka, with a population of 180,000. I'm gonna find where this place is. Yeah, okay, we're good. I didn't get doxed. Um, wait, this is the regional capital. Wait, hold on, 74 miles. That's pretty far. I don't know, but it happened over
It's
here.
it's all the way in
So
eastern Russia. It's the parts of Russia
yeah,
that they fought Japan over. Like,
so 74 miles off the coast of this is probably like around here.
yeah, I guess.
Maybe no, maybe around here. Depends how far I'm seeing it. Probably around here. So Hawaii is over here. So you can see the distance between that. But the fact that they're getting tsunami warnings means that this is some powerful fucking shit. This is a powerful fucking earthquake. If tsunamis warnings were being happening in Hawaii, I forget what island that guy owns. Also, I think it's this one. I don't know. I can probably Google that one later. Um, but yeah, that's scary. This is scary because Hawaii. I don't think they've fully recovered from those fires that happened like 2 years ago. I don't think they've fully recovered from them, especially not under Trump. I'm sure
No.
he's not helping at all.
But
Um,
Hawaii also isn't very. I get the idea that the rest of the US really doesn't give much of a shit other than it's a holiday location. So like
oh,
only
absolutely.
semi-rich people and rich
There are
people.
people in the country who don't even view Hawaiians as Americans.
Yeah,
They don't
that
even
doesn't
consider
surprise
Hawaiians
me.
Americans, especially like
Well, what
Native
are they
Hawaiians,
then to those people?
brown people, foreigners, Hawaiians, fucking non-Americans. Doesn't matter. There are people who consider Puerto Ricans non-American. Of obviously, this is very common. I remember when Sotomayor became Supreme Court justice, people were like, "How can this immigrant become a Supreme Court justice when she is an American citizen born in Puerto Rico?" Hell, even people who were like supposed to be progressive were saying she's the first like non-American to become Supreme Court justice, and I was like,
I
everyone was like,
mean,
"What the fuck?"
but isn't like the Puerto Rico's in a funny position, isn't it?
Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico, is in a funny position because like it's a Latin Catholic country, so like it's very conservative. So it's kind of like people don't want it to become a state because they think Mexicans, therefore Democrats, but really it would probably be a red state because they're really like religious. They're very conservative religious state. Like Mexico, like they're like a fucking like they're religious Catholics, or religious conservatives, so they wouldn't necessarily be a blue state, but there's so much discourse around becoming a state because Republicans think it'd be a free blue state, like DC becoming a state. Because if DC became a state, it would be a free blue state, a blue district and everything. It'd be free blue. Um, but there's just so much talk about Puerto Rico. But Hawaiians are unambiguously Americans. If you're born in Hawaii, you are an American. Um,
I mean, yeah,
the
it's 100% American soil.
there's actually issues with Guam and the other territories that if you're born in those territories, you're not allowed to vote. Like you can vote in Puerto Rico, but your presidential vote is thrown away. But you're not even like given the benefits of an American citizen in like Guam or the U.S. Virgin Islands. Like you're just not like if you want to move to the states, you have to like come in as an immigrant, and that's like a huge
Well, I
issue.
mean, look, I'm somebody who This conversation gets very convoluted to me because then I just want to go back to my default view of what I actually believe, which is once again these country borders are dumb
I mean, yeah, they
and then
are.
people live
But
where they live.
the issue with discussions like that is that, like, I also agree with you. Like, I don't believe that borders are good for society at large. Like, they're not good for humanity at large. To separate
Because think of
ourselves
it
into
this way,
countries and
right?
nation states.
Think of it this way, right?
Yeah.
America is now in a unique position where you've elected a president that legitimately is making people want to leave the country. People
Yeah.
who are born there.
Yeah.
And they have to now contend with the bureaucracy of another country on top of the bureaucracy of their own country, on top of the bureaucracy of like now their country is viewed as negative in the international community as eyes. Like, you can't even just move away from the prick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Um.
Like, you can't just up and be like, okay, fuck this shit, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think
The
the world would be a better place without
freedom to
like these
travel.
country borders. Like if you had freedom of travel, because once again, whenever you look, right, people are always moving towards something better.
Yeah.
Which means that if you just keep making things better, people will want to like move less, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was like what got America big in the first place. Is that America had a better standard of living than like European fuck ass like monarchies in like the 1800s. So people moved to America, and now it's like the idea that America isn't good anymore, and like people want to move to better places. That's like you're fucking psychotic. Why would everyone ever want to leave this place and go to a better place? Like I don't know. It's fucking, but
Like, hey, I would like to not bankrupt myself for healthcare.
yeah, like I don't know. Like and then
I
the
would like
idea that
to
like America's
not get shot at
perfect.
by police.
America's perfect. Pack up and leave if you don't agree. Like how about we just like try to make America better? You know, like why not? But no,
But
no,
that's the
I
thing
fucking
is
hate
like
this
that's
country.
still on the America-centric thinking of like I'm just thinking internationally.
Yeah,
Like there will always be places that are rough and worse and all of that. And people will still go to those places because like people aren't going to want to live in the same types of societies everywhere. This is why we move, right?
yeah.
Part of why we move.
Uh, G
I
Gur.
don't know if it makes any sense. I don't know
Um,
if I'm making any sense.
I don't know either. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks. Thanks for the backup.
I normally do give you backup, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like I don't know where to go with that.
Thanks.
Um, the
Hulk Hogan died.
yeah, Hulk Hogan's fucking dead. We didn't talk about this last time because we forgot to, but Hulk Hogan fucking died. The
Hulk Hogan
loser.
died.
I think we talked about him
Final
in
parting
the
words
past.
about Hulk Hogan. What an awful human being to have walked this planet.
Look at this photo of him. This is the first photo when you go to images. Not the first photo, but the first photo when you Google him. This is the fucking one. What the fuck is this
I don't know,
photo?
you're coming through at like, there we go. You were coming through at like 100p, whatever. This
What
is
is
an
this
awful
photo?
photo, but like he is such an awful human being.
I get it. I thought I was still updating
Is,
something on Steam.
isn't his most famous thing, other than the wrestling, the fact that he slept with his friend's wife,
Yeah.
taped it, and screamed the N word the entire time?
Yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
This is that Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Scary.
Racism scandal. Publicized by an anti-black rant made by Hogan on a leaked sex tape recorded in 2007. In the recording, he is heard expressing disgust with the notion of his daughter dating a black man, referenced by repeated use of the racial slur. Not saying that. Hogan said that he was racist to a point. What does that even mean? Look it, I'm
Wait, what?
racist, but I have a line.
Did Hogan really just pull the I know I'm kind of racist-ish?
Oh man, that's
Oh,
so
Hogan.
good. Oh man.
And we don't have to bring in the video up on the podcast, but just for comparison, we also watched the reaction of Mick Foley, another wrestler, to like the
The
Donald Trump
election.
election, and it's just like not at least not all of them are Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan.
I do like this stuff. Hogan is while Dennis Rodman said he most certainly is not a racist. Thank you, Dennis Rodman. Thank
Dennis Rodman, who by the way is best friends with
friends with
Kim
Kim
Jong
Jong
Un.
Un. Yeah, friends with Kim Jong Un.
Like him and Kim Jong Un just like hang out and
They're
play
best friends.
basketball.
Yeah,
But
but
like in the
Hulk
news of
Hogan.
people
Hold on,
dying.
hold on. I want to say one thing about Hulk Hogan.
All right, sorry.
Huge MAGA guy. Like he was at the RNC. He ripped off his shirt. Trumpomania was gonna run wild. Um, so that's he was a. In case you just needed a bit more evidence on why he was like a kind of a bad guy, he was a huge
I
Trump
mean,
fan.
like all true, all true.
Yeah.
He's awful.
Now someone who's less awful, it's kind of funny
I
awful. Like
mean,
he's a dick, but like he's
funny
not
awful.
racist.
He's an asshole.
He's a dick. He's a prick. He's asshole in a funny way. Ozzy Osbourne also died
He
in the
is
same
the
week.
asshole that he wouldn't be Ozzy if he wasn't. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, yeah. For all the things we can say
The
about
fuck is
him, like he
this?
wouldn't have been Ozzy if he wasn't.
The goddamn ticker on the goddamn Google search
I
bar.
know. Because even
Hulk,
Google has to be like this.
Hulk Hogan didn't have one of these. Hold on, did he? Hold on, wait.
No, he did not. Hulk Hogan did not have.
Lamau. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. The Crazy Train.
Thanks for the mayhem. Crazy Train.
Yeah.
Good song, good track.
Yeah. I do.
Best. What do you think? Best Sabbath track. Best Ozzy Sabbath track.
Paranoid. It's Paranoid. Maybe Iron Man. War Pigs. Like the obvious ones. He doesn't have many good songs. I don't really like Ozzy's music. I don't think he's like the best part of Black Sabbath.
No,
Dio.
you and I
Yeah.
actually hold the same opinion on what
Yeah,
the best
it's
Sabbath
Dio.
lineup was. It's Dio.
Yeah.
It's unmistakably
Yeah,
Dio.
Dio is so good.
Sorry, Ozzy, but he is a founding member, is he?
He is a founding member, yes.
Can you imagine getting kicked out of the band you founded?
Lamau. Geezer Butler formed his band Rare Breed and recruited Ozzy to be the singer. The band played shows, broke up. Ozzy and Osbourne and Butler united in another band, Polka Tolk Blues, which included Tony Iommi and Bill Ward, whose band Mythology had recently broke up. They were named the band Earth, but after booked a show by the name, they decided to change the band's name again and sitting on Black Sabbath. So yeah, it was Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, and Ozzy Osbourne founded Black Sabbath. Um, yeah, and yeah, he's dead now.
I would argue that the sound, like what made Black Sabbath,
Tony
was
Iommi.
never the singer. It was always Tony Iommi.
Yeah, that sound came from him. Though I won't lie and say that his voice in the first album, Black Sabbath, isn't also a part of it because it's very different from what was popular at the time. It was like very like yeah, obviously we all fucking know like you know. That's my that's fucking that's my Ozzy Osbourne impression. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sharon! 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 See, when I was growing up, that was around the time that his TV show was on.
His TV show.
Do you know his TV
Ozzy
show?
Osbourne jump scare FNAF 2. His
Do you know
TV
his
show?
TV show?
I don't know his TV
Yeah.
show. Other work, television, The Osbournes.
Yes, he had a
Oh, I
reality
know this.
TV
I know
show.
this. I know. I've seen this. I've seen this.
Yep.
I've seen this. How many seasons was season 4 fucking seasons of this? I guess there's only 52 episodes, but 4 seasons. Of course it was MTV. Of course it was MTV. Where else would it be? Where else would it be? ELC? Did this have his funny daughter? Yes, the one who said, "Who's going to be cleaning your toilets, Mr. Trump?" Yes.
So apparently there is another daughter
Who
that
cares?
Ozzy had, but she refused to be part of the Osbourne show because she didn't want to be like if she got famous, she didn't want her fame to be connected to the fact that mommy and daddy are famous.
Crazy Train performed by Pat Boone. That's crazy. That's a little crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah. Ozzy is dead. He died at... How old is he? He was fucking 76? That's pretty young,
Yeah,
honestly. I was expecting him to be 90.
for the life he lived and the diseases he had
That
fucking
is... Yeah,
Parkinson's.
for his life he lived, this is old. But, like, we just looked at fucking...
No, like
we just looked
for
at...
the life he lived,
whatever the fuck his name
all of
was.
the things that he did eventually have, like Parkinson's and all that, like he made it.
That is a... Yeah, he did. But the guy we just looked at, I forgot his fucking name. He was goddamn... fucking 91. So, like... Yeah, damn. Damn. I was just thinking of I was at work yesterday and I saw a magazine with fucking Jimmy Buffett's face on it. How old was he when he died? 76. Wow, okay. Well, that's funny. Jimmy, all right, so
I know one that made me really sad
who?
was Lemmy
Lemmy, yes, Motorhead.
Motorhead. Although he was always an ugly motherfucker, even in his
Yes.
younger days, he
He
was
was
known ugly
known far and
motherfucker.
wide for being ugly as shit.
But then there's Chris Cornell. He
Chris
was not an
Cornell.
ugly motherfucker.
No.
No, no.
Kurt Cobain. Just gonna list people who are dead now from like 20 years ago. Uh Amy Winehouse. Who else do we got? What's another dead person? Avicii.
You know who looked real? This is no,
Michael
I can't say
Jackson.
that. I almost made a joke, but can you promise me that if you really think it's bad, you will like censor
All
it?
right, all right. 26 minutes in. All right, tell me.
Do you know who looked really bad when they died?
Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Kurt
Yeah,
Cobain.
you can keep. I'm gonna keep that in because that's a really dumb joke.
So bad, but
That's a
like
really dumb joke.
real though.
I knew
Real.
the punchline before you even fucking.
I just do want to say, all due respect to Kurt, like I love Kurt. I have like deep respect for Kurt Cobain. Life was rough on that motherfucker, and I feel it.
Mm,
Just
I'm sure he felt it a lot when
no
his. But
disrespect
the
to Cobain.
fucking. uh, yeah. Moving on from that though, Ozzy's dead and he's never coming back. The crazy train has stopped. It's made its final stop. Get off.
I was more sad when Dio died. I'll be honest.
Probably yeah. It makes more sense. Who's the next guy who's gonna die? Who's gonna be sad to die? I'm still like bracing myself for when Danny DeVito kicks the bucket. I've got to like
You know
lock
how
myself down.
heartbroken I was when Betty White died.
Oh God, yeah, no. Betty White is that's a real one. That was like 2, 3 years ago, right? 4 years ago, maybe
Yeah,
sooner.
it
Yeah,
was really rough. It was like
yeah,
the day before her 100th birthday because like she
yeah.
was just like that. She would do something like that, wouldn't she?
She died 2021. Yeah, January. She was born January 17th, died December 31st. Damn. She was great though. She was great. Betty White is great.
She was the one of the greatest people ever to have lived.
I'm Betty White.
Like, celebrity dinner, how's this for a celebrity dinner? Betty White and Nelson Mandela.
It's just your favorite people. It's just your it's just your
Yes,
favorite people.
yes, but like, could you imagine that dinner
I
though?
could imagine that dinner. I could throw like
That
Paddington
would
there
be
too.
spectacular.
Little bear Paddington. Throw him in there. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm bracing myself for Danny DeVito. He's gonna be the one that fucking breaks me. His death. I'm not ready for that one. I quite like that man.
That's the big one for you. Robin Williams. Robin Williams was
Robin
a
Williams was a crazy one. That one. I was even young, but that one was upsetting.
because Robin Williams and Chris Cornell have that like sort of thing in
Just
common. Like
yeah,
they
took their
both
own life.
decided like life was too much, not by
Yeah,
accident, but by depression.
yeah.
And
It
like
was
depression is rough because I don't know how much we've mentioned of our own things in the podcast, but I guess like this a good a time as any. But I have been diagnosed with severe chronic depression.
Mm, right.
And that shit'll kill you.
Yeah.
That shit'll kill you.
It's a disease, but not one
Like it
that like whittles
is.
away
It's
at your
one of these
physical
genius.
health, your mental.
It eats your physical health. I tell you that, because you really don't even take care of yourself.
That
Like
is true. I
self-preservation.
meant in like it doesn't eat you away as in like the cells in your body start to fucking get eaten away by a disease. Like
No, no, no.
yeah, yeah.
But like it is the sort of thing that does like over time the shit will
Yeah,
absolutely
like
fucking
your
destroy
mental
you.
health tanks, you take care of yourself less and you self-destructive and then it fucking explodes. It's bad.
So
But
yes.
we take the medicine and that medicine is love.
I
How is
was
that?
on pills. I was on pills.
The pill's called love.
No, the pills called various very
Various
exotic drugs.
yeah, the medical names. Do we want to move on to the things that's gonna make me pop a fucking aneurysm and have my veins explode?
Let's not joke about
Oh,
aneurysms.
that's true. That is true. The thing that is going to make me shit my pants in anger.
Okay, what is it?
Censorship time. We have a lot of stuff to talk about here, but um, the theme of the week in politics is censorship.
Voted for this.
Actually, no, this one's the UK. Primarily. I didn't vote for this
I'm
one.
not just talking Americans. I'm talking about human beings.
Oh, this is fair. This is fair. I'm just so used to being called out for that one because of America. But the first one we'll talk about is the one with
Fucking guilt
Steam because
complex.
this one,
American guilt
yeah,
complex.
true, true. Um, so the first one I'm talking about is Steam because this is one that happened last week that we didn't talk about. But Steam and itch.io are being urged by Visa and MasterCard to delist certain types of games in order to keep the payment processors working on Steam and itch.io. Visa and
Okay.
MasterCard are going to pull their services
Services
if they
from
don't
the
abide by
services
these rules.
if
Do you
they
want? So I have a list provided by this article. I just took it into a different tab. Here are the list of things
Okay.
that this Steam needs to abide by in order to keep their games up. Hate speech, i.e., speech that promotes hatred, violence, or discrimination against groups of people based on ethnicity, religion, gender, age, disability, or sexual orientation. This makes sense. Your game can't be
Okay.
hate speech. That one's fine. That
But
one's
pause
normally in the
here.
rules. That one, yes.
But pause
Pause
here.
here.
What is hate speech in today's world? 2025, what is
I
hate
mean, I'm pretty
speech?
sure this
Because
one
apparently
it's
you
defined
can
right here.
use like the R word, but and you can say the N word on Twitter now because the owner of Twitter says it.
Well,
Like,
I mean, Steam. This is by Steam's guideline. Well, Visa Master, but like this is probably by the usual guidelines of it because this isn't being
but
done.
you get what I'm saying
Yeah, I get
though.
what you're saying. I
Like
get what you're saying. Like
these
this could
things
be
are
abused.
changing.
Like
This is
things are always rules
this
are always
targets
vain.
the LGBT. Unironically.
Um, nude or sexually explicit images of real people. Yeah, this one's always been illegal. This one's wrong. Um, adult content that isn't appropriately labeled or and age gated. This has always been a rule on Steam. Libelous or defamatory statements. I mean, that one is very loosey goosey, but that one's up for the courts to decide on that one individually. Content you
This is
don't
another
own or have
vague
adequate
number
rights to.
four.
This
Number
would be
four is the same problem
very
as number
vague,
one.
very vaguey.
You're not specifying
Contents you
stuff.
don't
You're
own or have the
just
adequate rights
using
to.
buzzwords.
This was always a rule. Content that violates the laws of any jurisdiction in which it will be available. That is always been a rule.
Abide
Uh,
by local laws. That's
yes.
normal.
Content that is patently offensive or intended to shock or disgust viewers. Now, this is one of the ones that's pissing me off. This is just censorship. This one is just pure
Yes,
censorship.
because this one includes like stuff like Postal 2,
This one excludes a lot of
which
horror games, a lot of like
Yeah.
Fucking gore in horror games. It gets targeted. Mouthwashing got took down from itch.io because of this type of shit. Mouthwashing was a big indie horror, or I don't think it was a horror game, but a big
I
indie
know.
game
Change like
of
thing.
last year. A lot of horror games are being taken down from this one. Content exploits children anyway. I am fully supportive of this one. I think Roblox should be banned from human existence. Applications that modify
Yes, but
customers' computers.
Roblox is not going to get banned.
Oh, no, no. Applications that modify customers' computers in an unexpected or harmful ways, such as malware or viruses, obviously. Applications that fraudulently attempts to gather sensitive information, such as Steam credentials and financial data, obviously. Video content not directly related to a product that has shipped on Steam. Non-interactive 360 videos, applications built on blockchain technology, applications with advertising businesses. So this isn't directly stating the big one, which is that like NSFW games in general are being pulled. Because this is from April 2025, so this is the old one. Sorry, this is the old one. So that's what
Okay.
Steam normally does. But hello Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh no, is BG3 gonna get taken down?
Maybe.
That game is horny as
That game
fuck.
is so horny.
That
Uh,
might as well be a sex game.
yeah.
Let's admit it. Like,
It is a fucking sex game. This scene alone.
eh,
It's quite a normalization of financial censorship. It's going to hurt the LGBT game devs. Banks like Visa, MasterCard are now backdoor moral authorities. They already pressured Patreon, OnlyFans, and others to remove NSFW content. Now Steam is next, and they'll target first queer, transgressive, or unusual games. Queer content gets flagged as explicit even when it's PG. A trans dev making a personal story, too controversial. Surreal, queer visual novel, sexualized, financial deplatforming in action. Exactly like what
okay,
what the point is trying to be made here.
wait. MasterCard and Visa
Yes.
pressured OnlyFans
Yes. This was big like a
to
couple months ago.
remove not safe for work content.
Yeah. This was undone, but they tried to have OnlyFans take down all porn
But
content.
but but do they not know the point? Do they
I don't think they understood the
are
point.
they I don't
These are like octogenarians who run these fucking companies. They
do
don't
they not
understand.
get it? Do they not get it?
I actually want to pull up the people who are
How
actually
do
behind
you
this push
how
so
do
we can maybe
you
see what we get see the point is here.
how do you ask OnlyFans to take down not safe for work content?
So let's get some insight into the people who are behind this. Collective Shout is an
I'm not
Australian.
in, I'm not on enough drugs for that kind of thinking.
This is Collective Shout. This is the page for the Australian radfem conservative mom group that wants to take down all the shit that we're talking about. So they extensively call themselves pro children. Um but again they're targeting like the worst way about this. I don't know if we're really going to get from this. Maybe if you go to about I'll just go to about in general. They have us go through a Cloudflare real quick. About Collective Shout. Collective Shout is a grassroots campaign movement against objectification of women and sexualization of girls. Collective Shout is for anyone concerned about the increasing pornification of culture. This is a huge red flag. This is a huge red flag for like really fucking right wing conservative Christians and shit, and the way its message has become entrenched in mainstream society, presenting distorted and dishonest ideas about women and girls, sexuality, and relationships. Since our launch in 2010, we achieved many things: billboards objectifying women pulled down, sexualized children, clothing withdrawn from sale, sexually violent games banned, Andrew Tate's pimping courses removed from Spotify, and an age verification trial underway to help protect kids from exposure to porn. Last year saw a record of 34 wins. So things like this, they have some good things in here, like the sexualized children clothing withdrawn from sales and Andrew Tate's fucking podcast taken down. But these are swerfs. These are sex worker exclusionary radical feminists. Like a turf, but for sex work.
So essentially, like, I don't agree with these people.
Yes.
Is
Sure.
what I essentially want to say
Yes.
is I very much disagree
What is
with
sexualization?
these people. Like to them, sexualization I don't know. Like
They would
I live a
they would
sexy
view they
lifestyle.
would view a woman
Like,
dressing provocatively on purpose for their own benefit to be sexual. A
yeah, but
person
like here's the
like
thing: people
sexualization.
like sex.
Yeah, that's the thing. The people like this don't fucking
We're
realize that.
human fucking beings.
Yeah, we're human fucking
Why
beings.
why are we trying to live in a world where we deny that instead of
Yeah,
saying like, hey, as long as everybody is A, consenting, and B, adult, why the fuck is it like if you don't like it, go somewhere else.
yeah.
If you don't want porn on OnlyFans, why are you on OnlyFans?
Yes. Okay, so here's a Wikipedia page about them. Collector Show is an Australian activist group founded in 2009. Answers subjective movement. The group wrote prominence in 2025 after successfully lobbying against the digital distribution platform Steam.io, claiming they hosted hundreds of video games featuring themes as sexual violence and incest. Collective shouts campaigning against adult games has raised concern about its potential detrimental effects on the LGBT community content. Um, Pro-life feminist and anti-pornography activist. Of course, they're not going to say any of this on their site because they want to get all women on board, and women generally like porn and like getting abortions. Well, not like getting abortions, but like the ability to get an abortion. They like the ability to have the choice. Um, so they don't ever say this on their site, of course, because they'll scare away the crowd. But yeah, they're fucking. These are people who are like turfs and shit. These are not good people. They're people who would absolutely rail against queer media directly. Um, yeah, this one has the potential to bring down a lot of, because again, it's not just porn games. There are horror games that are being targeted. It's not really a focus of them, but it's any not safe for work content. That includes horror games. That includes some shooters even. This opens the door to like anything being taken down because like it's not profitable for MasterCard and Visa to have their name, or like not like right, or like good bad PR. It's the same thing about like the YouTube adpocalypse forever ago, when advertisers pulled out of YouTube because of like PewDiePie. And they were like, hey, PewDiePie is like a Nazi,
PewDiePie.
so let's take our ads off because we don't want our ads associated with this site that has a Nazi on it. Right? It's the same type of thing where it's like companies are going to pull out because they see something as like distasteful to their brand, even though it's a fucking dumb decision. Pull out. But this is not all for the censorship, Jade. It's not all. We also have the UK doing nanny state shit.
The UK doing what? I was
Nanny
coughing.
state shit. What is your opinion of the
Oh,
new
but
of the
are we
UK?
surprised? They are a nanny state.
The UK is the worst country alive, worse than America. I'm sorry, it's actually worse than America, and I will stand by
Um,
that opinion.
look, look, look. Okay, okay. Let me say this. England, the UK, has had a much longer time to be awful. So yes, when you put all of their awful stuff together next to America, then you could argue that the UK is the worst place, worst
I'm
country on
talking
earth.
about
But
right now. I'm talking about right now. Keir Starmer. Keir
Trump,
Starmer. Keir
Donald Trump.
Starmer. Which one do you
He's a
want?
politician.
Yeah, and a really bad one, a really ineffective one. One that's letting Nigel Farage win. One that's like doing the exact same things as the Conservatives were doing for the last 10 years. The UK is awful. And the reason why the UK is awful because they're not even being bad. They're just rotting. It's like living inside a corpse. I can't even imagine living in the UK. It's awful. Your country's dead and nobody even recognizes that it's dying. It's awful. And this is just a sign of it. Like this is there. So this one's really bad. This one is on the paper. We need to protect kids from accessing content online. I agree with this. I don't think children should be online. I think that if you're under the age of like 12, you should flat out not have like an electronic device. And if you're like 12 to fucking 16, there should be a limited access, like shit like Club Penguin. It should be the only shit that you're able to access. Like specific spaces for children that only children can access, and like parental supervision and stuff. So I agree with like children not being allowed online and all that. I agree with that. But the way they're
I
going
mean,
about it
yeah.
is that you have to facially register your face with AI. You have to provide your license. Why has it been criticized? Let's see. Does this article talk about the actual? It is not talking about the actual encryptions on this thing. That is really annoying. Online Safety Act method? No, Online Safety Act requirements. Let's see if that brings up what we want. Not the Kids Online Safety Act. We'll get to that one in a minute. That's the American one. All right,
What was that? The COPA, COPA.
That's
What was that?
COPA. COPA was the YouTube thing where you have to mark your videos as made for kids. It's like the Child Online Protection Act. That's what COPA is. That all I
I
know
call
about
him
it is
COPA
that
with all these names.
yeah, COPA. The COPA was the one that related. I remember
Or
YouTube
the
had to add
Copacabana.
a very specific difference. It's why you can't comment on videos made for kids anymore.
On
Um,
the Copa.
like if you want to watch like a clip of
Copacabana.
an old cartoon, it's probably going
This
to be made
stuff's
for kids.
stupid.
Yeah.
This stuff is
Um,
so stupid.
I guess we can probably find the this is the act from the UK. It's from 2023, but it got like enforced now. Like it was a bill from the conservative government. This is a Tory conservative bill here. Criticism here. There we go. This probably bring up what we want. A lot of stuff here. Serious and encryption. Man, I'm not good at like researching things, but maybe we can pull up the other article I have related to this, which is about Reform UK. Reform UK is the Nazi party of the UK, led by Nigel Farage. They're the only people actively
Nigel
opposing this bill.
Farage.
They're the only people actively opposing the bill. Jeremy Corbyn, the former Labour Party member who got kicked out for being anti-Israel in the early 2000s, formed his own party, and he hasn't talked about this at all. He needs to. Jesus Christ, he needs to talk about this. But Reform UK is the only people talking about this. So that's not good. This is basically like when Trump comes in and is the only one talking about an issue and then takes over the narrative for it. Because Labour Party is awful and just as bad as the Tories, and they just do whatever the fuck the Tories do. I want to see if they have any comment on it. Very proud to predict free speech. Force social media companies to censor anti-government speech. Can I have a standard of answer for you now? No, I don't know.
On the Copa.
But this bill would
Copacabana.
require
This
people.
stuff is stupid.
This bill would require people to register their personal information online with the government, like your facial scans and shit with the government, and it'll have an AI algorithm determine if you're an adult or not.
Maybe
And
2025 this year, but do you know what year it is next year? Next year it's
1984.
1980
Let's go.
fucking 4.
A friend of mine,
Let's go.
from the UK, couldn't receive a photo I sent him because it was determined by Discord after this new law to be inappropriate to send when they don't know his age, even though he is 22. Because he's living in the UK, they has to like provide the facial scans and shit. If you go on Twitter, you can find so many British people posting screenshots of their Twitter feeds and stuff, posting all the warnings that they can't view this content until their age is verified by UK law. So it's really fucking annoying and harmful because this one isn't just for porn. This one is for any content that the UK government deems not appropriate for children. This includes war footage, war crime footage, police brutality, anti-government footage, just violence in general. Anything that the government doesn't want you to see, they can just say it's not appropriate for children, and then you can't see it unless you give all your personal information to an AI company that is running this. Because, of course, the government isn't setting up its own AI. It's like hiring Palantir or something to do this. So, in case you Americans thought you were safe, you're not. The Kids Online Safety Act, or COPSA, or Kids Online Safety and Privacy Act, COPSA, or yeah,
The
COSA,
kids are not okay.
COPSA or COSPA or COSA, COSPA. Though COSA's bipartisan support has been criticized by both liberals and conservatives for potentially enabling
It's
censorship,
just
including materials supported by marginalized groups. And
very surprising to me that the ones who fight the hardest and the loudest and say things like they want smaller government are the same ones who are like, but we also want the government to be involved in your bedroom, in your
yeah,
life, in your family, in your like
yeah,
decisions and your ideology.
this
Like,
one is awful. Hi, Joe Biden. He endorsed COSA when it reintroduced in 2023 and congratulated the Senate for passing it the following
read
year.
it.
Hate you, Biden. I love you, Biden. Hate you, Biden. So this one's actually been around for a while, since 2022, but it didn't actually get onto the Senate floor until passed on the Senate 2024. I believe it's in the House right now. I actually have no idea. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Is this the one I'm thinking of? No, I think I'm thinking of something else. Um, is there not a bill that's currently on the Senate floor right now? Uh, I'm gonna bring that one down because I'm pretty sure I don't know the name of the bill, but I'm pretty sure there's either this bill's on the House floor right now, or
Oh
there's a bill
no.
that's similar to it that's doing similar things to what the UK is doing that is on the Senate floor right now, and I'm pretty sure it's the second one. So I think I had the wrong thing
I
pulled up, but
I'm gonna say this on the podcast for
yeah,
like austerity,
yeah.
but like there are points where we discuss some of these things where I'm like, I do have an opinion here, but I am so like unqualified.
Well, leave your opinion. What is it?
Like like for example the censorship thing.
Yeah,
It's just dumb to me. It's just you've overthought the whole process. You've made everything worse and you've let the bad guys have the best like say about everything.
yeah, because liberals are ineffectual at controlling the narrative, and in both the UK and America and most countries in the world, it's liberals and like Nazis right now. Liberals, Nazis, and conservatives, and the conservatives generally are the liberals. So you have like the Nazis who set the narrative, and then liberals and conservatives don't challenge it at all. Like the conservative liberals don't challenge it in the slightest, and they go along with it, or they like push back slightly, and then they sell the whole country off to the fucking Nazis. That's what's happening in America. It's what happened in the UK. It's what happening in the UK. It's just the same everywhere right now because we are living in a fucking dead capitalist, like destroyed world where corporate power went out, capital power went out, and all that's left is the shell of democracy in every nation. It's disgusting. But I have one last piece of censorship of the AI monitoring of the deep state. YouTube just in. YouTube will begin using AI to monitor user behavior and psychology to determine whether viewers in the US are over or under the age of 18. I've seen this one posted around a lot. I just have this one tweet here, but I've seen this posted around a lot. Here's how it works. We will use AI to interpret a variety of signals that help us determine whether a user is over or under 18. These signals include types of videos the user is searching for, the categories of videos they have watched, the longevity of the account. When this system identifies a teen user, we'll automatically apply our age-appropriate experiences and protections, including disabling personalizing advertising, just turning on digital well-being tools, adding safeguards recommendations, including limited repetitive views of some kinds of content. If the system incorrectly estimates a user to be under 18, we will have the option to verify that they are over 18 or over, such as using a credit card or government ID. Credit card or government ID. Government ID. Provide us your ID, please. Give us your ID, please. Give us your information, please. Oh, it's going to leak online and there'll be a massive data leak of all of people's personal information. Don't worry about that. Give us your ID. Give us your credit card. Just fucking imagine you watch too many videos on like fucking like animated cartoons from the 90s or something, right? Like you watch a video on fucking like Batman the animated series or something cuz you're like someone make me cuz I'm a comic fan, so I'll watch like something about like something like that. And then they're like, "All right, you're like 12. Give us your credit card. Give us your driver's license. You can trust us. You can trust YouTube with this." Oh wait, there was a
Yeah.
huge data leak. Oh, sorry, your license and credit card are now like leaked out there online. Have fun. Have fun with that. Just just fucking awful all the way around.
Do you know how many things like in the history of things like you could just Google now that's leaked? And you just
Yeah,
leaked
you can
just
find
like
your personal
whatever.
information online
Just
if you
one
really
Google
want
search
to.
away. it's not even just about finding the information. It's that the fact that it's not like hard. It's like Googling it. Literally like what the most base thing.
Yeah. I I have another thing here. It's actually a good response to the law here in the UK. It's how Newgrounds responded to this. So Newgrounds is an old site. So they said this. Regarding age verification, here is our current plan for UK users. If your account is more than 10 years old, we will assume that you are currently over 18. This is in line with one of the methods of effective age assurance, which involves paying a third-party app to match email address along against some sort of database terms, which determines if your email has been used for a long time. If your account has ever bought supporter status with a credit card that we can confirm with the payment processor, we will assume you are over 18 because you need to be 18 in the UK to have a credit card. If you have ever bought supporter status more than 2 years ago, we'll assume you are over 18 because you would need to be at least 16 to have a PayPal or debit account in the UK. If none of the above applies, you will be opportunity to pay a small one-time fee via credit card as a confirmation of your age. We are not planning to offer things like ID checks or facial recognition because these require us to pay a third party to confirm each person because Newgrounds runs at a loss and doesn't monetize users very well. This is not an option for us. As Wired noted, Big Tech is the only winner in the Online Safety Act because smaller websites can't afford to keep up with the SORID regulation. And that last part really hits on a big issue of it. What do you think of this? What do you think of this?
I mean, what? Which part?
Like, just in general, like, what do you think of this response to the bill
I
or website?
mean, this is the thing though. Like, what are they gonna do? They can't fight it
Yeah, no,
because what are
they
you
have to comply.
fighting
Otherwise,
exactly?
you don't have your site in the UK anymore.
Yeah, like you just
With this,
because didn't that isn't that what Pornhub did with the American thing where they
with
were just like, oh
Texas,
well, I guess like Texas can't have
yeah,
Pornhub anymore.
yeah, Texas, yeah.
How do you even enforce that?
You can't, and that's a lot of it. Like a lot of it's you just can't enforce. Like if we actually looked at the requirements
Like,
of the Online Safety
why
Act,
create all of these unenforceable laws when like there are enforceable laws that aren't being enforced, right?
yeah, yeah. I want to pull up the this one. Yes, enforcement. Uh, there was I remember finding a duties. The duty of care and the act refers to a number of specific duties to services in the scope. For services likely to be accessed by children adopting. There was age verification. Yeah, there's that. I thought it was duties that would have this, right? I don't know. But the things that they want to protect children from are almost impossible to protect them from. It's like you want children to be able to use the internet, but not come across people being mean. Like, just don't. You can't
The thing is that
protect against
people
that.
people need to understand that the internet is a public place.
Yeah, it's like going out in public and
And
expecting everyone to not curse because your child's with you.
when you're out in public, people are going to be doing all sorts of things. And yeah, like we have laws against it and we try to keep things to where they need to be. But all in all, we live in this world of chaos. All you're doing here is making it more difficult for people to live, just
Yeah,
day to day.
I think the
Like
solution should be
this
monitor
is
your
this is
fucking kids.
creating a problem where there are none.
Yeah.
Yeah, monitor your kids, raise your kids
People would
with
literally do anything
understanding.
other than raise their own fucking kids. I swear to God. I swear
Yes.
parents like for the most part in this fucking country, in America and the UK and all over the world fucking suck. The introduction of like, iPads into children's daily routines has set us back generations. I don't know why. And it's not like people say it's millennial parents. This is a fucking Gen X parent thing. This is like a 45-year-old dad sort of thing, 45-year-old mom sort of thing. It's not a fucking like Zoomer millennial thing that like you'll see a lot of the times. It's a fucking old person thing. I don't know how to I don't know how to watch my kids online or anything, so I'm gonna hand them this iPad and they're gonna watch Coco Melon for 9 hours, and then all of a sudden they're watching like Trump vines or Trump TikToks. Did I actually just confuse TikTok for Vine? Am I old?
Yeah,
I'm old.
you're old, right?
I'm
You're getting
old.
old.
I'm getting
You're getting
old. The
old.
gray hairs are showing. I can.
It's not even fucking the end of July. Let me have my birthday depression for one more day.
You have like
Right, this is
you
gonna
have
come out on
4
the first.
hours. You have 4 hours.
This is gonna come out on the first. Right, right, right,
Yes.
right. Happy August.
Happy August. Oh God, no! I'm just this whole censorship thing, especially a couple days ago when I was first reading over this stuff, had my blood boiling. I've calmed down right now. But just like holy shit, it makes me so angry. I hate the median voter, like with a passion. The average voter in both America and the UK, and probably in South Africa too. Probably in any democracy, I hate the median voter. Voter just just fucking. I am becoming like so black pilled.
Blackpool. What the
Black
fuck
pilled.
is Blackpool?
Black pilled. It's a term I never use because I hate it. But it's like a fucking term for like, you know, the red pill, blue pill thing.
Yeah.
Well, the black pill is when you like just hate something. Like you're like instead of like being like taking the red pill and like waking up to the world and being like, whoa, you realize like with the black pill that everything sucks and that
The
like
Blackpool just cyanide.
sure. No, I'm just like so soured on like democracy, man. And I'm not actually. I'm not actually. I'm still like pro
Well, what you
democracy.
have, Riley, is once again I think we've entered a confusion here. It's not a democracy.
Okay, but it is though. Not anymore.
No, but it
But we
isn't.
elected
No,
Trump.
but it isn't. Your vote is not equal.
Oh no, I'm not getting into the specifics on this. But
No, but it's the same thing
plurality.
as like the communism. No, no, it's just, no, 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 no. Hear me out. It's the same thing as the communism argument. Everybody hates communism and says like communism is bad because they look at Soviet Russia and say like, look at like communist China and they say like, look at them, and I'm like, that's not communism. That's not communism. What you have is like that's not democracy. Your shit's not like really democratic. It's very, very like capitalism as more than just an economic policy. It's capitalism as an ideology.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm saying more so
You've
isn't just
reached the
like
point where a
recently.
lot of people voted for Trump because they thought that running the economy of a government like a business was a good idea because in their minds surely a business is the best thing, right? Which is a very capitalist thought.
I get what you're coming from and I don't disagree. What I'm saying is as a whole, America fucking just didn't work. Like we didn't do it right.
Yes,
We fucked up.
because but we also have to admit that part of the reason that you didn't get it right is because it was never a democracy.
But I think that like it had a
I
chance to
know
be.
this. Look, you want to be American and patriotic in that way because it's bred into you and all that. I do understand. Look, I am coming as at it from an outsider, but at the end of the day, you have to step back and you have to realize that it's like the argument that I think Jeff Bridges made about like Trump. I think it was him where he said the whole "Make America Great Again" thing is a fallacy on its face. Because when you think about great again, like when in America's history was things ever really great for everybody? At the end of the day, it really wasn't like the democracy that they said it wanted to be. Maybe they planned for that in the future, but like it never came to fruition. Maybe they thought baby steps away from a monarchy was a good idea, but you know,
We just need a new constitution and a new government and a new
yeah,
everything so bad. We need
it's
we need to
like,
start again so bad.
look, as much shit as I give the French, as much bad stuff as I say about the French, and which you know I will say fuck the French, but they do rewrite their constitution rather fucking often.
All the shit I give the French is towards like French aristocracy and like French government and shit, like the French powerful people.
Yeah, like the
Actually, that's not
people
true. I
who's
also
in
give shit to plenty
control,
of
like
Parisians. I give plenty of shit to Parisians.
fair, but it's also they do still continue to do their shit in West Africa, so
Yeah.
they are not they are guilty. as charged.
Yeah, just
But like, look, you wanna you do know. I know it's very controversial thing to say in America, but your constitution is too old.
oh, this is not
It's
controversial at all.
written.
This was controversial like maybe like 6 years ago, 8 years ago, but very recently, I think pretty much everyone except for like MAGA diehard like Christo fascists agree that the Constitution's too old. Because like if you look at
Yeah, but
like
like the
if you look at
Christo-fascists also want to like subvert the constitution.
oh, because they don't read it, it's like the Bible for them. They don't read it. They don't understand anything that's in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Media, another case of like a failure to media
yeah.
literacy.
No,
Okay.
it's the Christo
Why is that
fascists.
so? I really am so annoyed by how so many times that's the answer to why they are the way they
They
are
just don't
is like
know. They just don't
failure to
read it
media literacy.
because
It's not that they don't read it, right? Like
it's
what
well
you're
actually
saying is a bit of a
a lot of them
misnomer.
don't read the Constitution. I think that a lot of them read the Bible and don't understand it. I genuinely think a lot of them don't even read the Constitution because it's a very dense old legal document. I don't think that every
Yeah,
motherfucker they're barely literate, right? I'm sure maybe they attempted to read
but
it or
they've
maybe they
been
know like the
told
preamble or something,
they've
but
been told what's in it.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing, and they've only
Um,
been told from a certain perspective.
from grifters and other insane people who are slightly more literate. Um,
Right. So what it comes
uh,
down to is
I think
media
it's the
failure.
reason why there's a media literacy crisis in America is because our education system is awful. And it's been awful for
Yes.
a long time and nobody's bothered to fix it. And when attempts do get made to fix it, it's called DEI and woke. Um, there's a reason why the best educated states are blue states. It's not because blue states have better education, it's that better education makes your state blue. Um, so
But they don't
like
want better
they don't
education.
want
They
better
want to
education
close
because
down the
again,
education
better
department.
education means that like liberals and socialists get more popular and not conservatives and Nazis. Because in order to be a conservative, you kind of have to be dumb because you have to understand nothing. You have to be a sheep in order to fall in line with things that are obviously wrong and obviously stupid, especially in the modern day, where conservatism and Nazism are just anti-intellectualism. It's just
Which brings
anti-empiricism.
me to a point we also haven't mentioned on the podcast, but I feel like it's poignant. But what do you think about the guy that was just like to Mediasan, I am a fascist, so what?
That's like every other online grifter. Like that's like he's like the thing. All right, that's Jubilee. We're talking about the Jubilee thing. Where
Yes.
Mediasan went on to a Jubilee
You can pull it
video.
up if you want.
I can pull it up. Yes, he went on
Maybe
to it.
even screenshots or whatever.
Yeah. I'll pull up Mediasan. Is he two? He's one S. Okay, Mediasan round table. Or was it surrounded? Is it surrounded? I think it's surrounded.
Surrounded.
Surrounded by water. I love you, Google auto results. He is surrounded by water.
I don't know how I feel about it.
um, here images. I'll go to images. Here's the thumbnail, I guess. Also, this is a fucking funny screenshot. Mediasan, he went on this shit ass fucking Jubilee show. I hate Jubilee. I despise Jubilee.
Yeah, they're not good people at Jubilee.
I hate Jubilee. Jubilee is a right wing organization that here's the guy who we were talking about, the guy who said that he's
Yes.
an open Nazi.
The picture
Here it
right
is.
above
Here.
might be less inflammatory.
There you
There we go.
go. So Surrounded is a show where a guy gets on, typically a liberal or a socialist or something, or communist or someone smart, typically gets surrounded by a bunch of dumb fucks. Sometimes it's like Jordan Peterson surrounded by 20 liberals, but it's typically politically charged of like one
Who was it? Who was
pro-choice
it that had
person.
that episode where the woman was just like, "I am like, I am
Sam
just
Cedar?
like a racist white woman." Was it?
No.
Yeah, I think it
Maybe
was Sam
Sam Cedar?
Cedar. I am
Yeah.
just a racist white woman.
And like the thing with Breaking sorry, not Breaking Points. I saw Breaking Points as thumbnail over here, so I said Breaking Points. But the thing with Jubilee is they lie to their guests who are like the big notable people if they're left wing. Like Mehdi Hassan said that he thought he was going to be debating like conservative Americans. He didn't think he would be debating far right Nazis. He thought he would be debating like average American
Like MAGA.
average MAGA voters. Yeah, average. He didn't know he'd be debating Nazis, right? And he was lied to, and he came in, and the entire group was Nazis. And they were saying, hey, we're Nazis. We're fascists. We love killing black people. We want to kill black people. And this guy was like, hey, I'm a Nazi. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can pull up the clip. Let's go to videos and then Nazi. I want a clip. We rename this show. Is this it? This is him talking about it, I believe. Oh, Instagram? This is going to be an annoying...
Oh, wow. Are you really going to let it play on Instagram?
I don't even know how to unmute. There we go.
Well, quite frankly, I think we would deport people who shouldn't be here.
I didn't ask about deporting. What does the government look like?
What does the government look like?
Yeah.
I would say, quite frankly, it's under a sort of benevolent leader, such as
Where does he
Franco.
come from?
It could be a kind of aristocratic class. Could be someone
who picks the autocrat?
Frankly, the people. I mean, we could hold a vote on it. Kings
So
were
isn't
paid.
that democracy?
Well, sure. You can have a vote to get to that stage.
And then no more votes afterwards?
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow. And if that autocrat kills you and your family, you're fine with that?
Well, I'm not going to be a part of the group that he kills, because that's the whole thing.
How do you know?
Carl Schmitt
Autocrats tend to kill everyone,
Carl
even their own
Schmitt makes
supporters.
this
Carl
point
Schmitt's
very
a
well
Nazi.
in his work. It's the friend-enemy distinction, right?
Carl
liberals,
Schmitt, the Nazi theoretician.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care.
Are you a fan of the Nazis?
I frankly don't care being called a Nazi at
I
all.
didn't say that. I
Doesn't
didn't actually
matter to
say
me.
that. I said, are you a fan of the Nazis?
Claps from the
Well,
audience.
they
No, no, it's
persecuted
other
the
people.
church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
What about the
you know,
persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But
And
you
so
don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution
We
and stuff
may
like
have
that,
to
which is
rename
bad.
this show
but-
because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
See, he says there... Wait, hold on.
What can I say?
I think you could say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am.
That's the part. And he laughs like a fucking ghoul. His laugh was incredibly disturbing. So yeah, he was like, you could see him admit there, you may have to rename the show. This is a little more than far-right Republicans. He was lied to. They told him he'd be debating like MAGA guys. He comes on debating Nazis, like full-on quoting Carl Schmitt. Fucking like 4chan level
Like, not should be
Nazis.
stumbling upon.
Yeah, not someone you randomly come across when you ask, "Are you a MAGA Republican? Do you want to come on our show?" It's someone you go to. It's someone you go to, like Nick Fuentes level shit. And of course, he was lied to. Same thing happened to Sam Cedar. Same thing happens to fucking every liberal who goes on there, every conservative or every socialist who goes on there.
The Sam
Same thing.
Cedar one was the first one I saw that was like really shocking, and I think since the Sam Cedar one, Jubilee has figured out the algorithm. Yeah, and it's like,
Oh, they
we
figured
need
it
to
out
keep
a
doing
while ago, but yeah, they've definitely honed in on it. The Jordan Peterson one is actually an example of the people coming on the show to talk to the main person being lied to, because they were all liberals and like socialists coming on to debate Jordan Peterson about religion. But Jordan Peterson is like senile and losing his mind, so he just started rambling about whatever the fuck, and they
I don't
renamed the
think he's
episode.
senile is the problem.
He's probably not senile. He's just got like
Riley, what if I told you that I think that Jordan Peterson is just like that? That is not senility. That is
I pointed to something.
the
He's probably not
person.
senile. It's probably like missing brain cells. It's probably like carbon monoxide poisoning. Like I don't even know what it is. I still love that tweet. I think I've
You know what I
definitely
think
shown
it is? I do have a theory.
What
I
is
do
the
have a
theory? Is it from his all meat diet?
No. Maybe that has like.
'Cause he got
something to do
hospitalized
with
for
it.
that.
There's another one. I think it's autoerotic asphyxia.
Yes, yes, it
I think
is.
it's
It
that.
is.
I think
It
he's
is.
killing his own brain cells by choking himself while he
Yes.
jacks off.
That's so
I
true.
think that's
He
it.
100%
That's it.
does that. Holy fuck. He's like the most guy who would do that.
I think that one day when they do find Jordan Peterson dead, it will be at the end of a necktie tied to the back of a fucking door.
The only way I can get myself off is if I strangle myself. It reminds me of when my father would take his anger out on me. I climb the dragon every night when I strangle myself to get off.
Come at me, Jordan.
I don't appreciate
I want
the
you-
language used to
'cause-
describe me on the SqueekyDogCast.
Because you know what? If Jordan wants to come and get me for that one, realistically, do you know what my response is?
What is that?
Just prove it's not true.
Jade on the SqueekyDogCast. I'm here to disprove. I'm here to disprove. You
The
claim
word is
you-
not enough.
You claim that I am a autoerotic asphyxiation enjoyer, but I just find that to be preposterous. I don't see how anyone
Show
would
us the
believe that.
evidence.
but evidence. How am I supposed to prove that I don't do something?
Don't do it ever.
I-
and be recorded 24 hours a day.
This is a
Live stream
this is a
yourself
horrible
from the day
infringement on my
forward.
rights as a Canadian. I
It is
can't.
our right to know the truth.
What?
Do you choke yourself when you jerk it?
Woke moralists want to film me when I jack off. These woke
We
moralists.
do, and we will sell the footage for profit.
No.
And all profits
Don't
will
do
go to the
Oh.
foundation
The foundation.
from Fallout 4.
What? You mean the institute?
The Institute. Those people. The foundation for the Institute.
I don't think Jade knows their Fallout lore. This is a fake fan of Fallout.
No, it's because like I just wish that they didn't tie that game to Fallout. I wish that like they keep the game exactly as it is, just like take out any sort of tie to Fallout.
So
It's not a Fallout game.
I think that Jade is a moral prescriptivist, and they're prescribing the morality of Fallout 4 to not be good. This is the dichotomy that liberals love to put onto video games, where they say that because a video game is bad, it has to abide by different rules. I just really like the Jordan Peterson voice, and I got really into it there. What if Jordan Peterson actually came on the podcast?
Oh, what would you want to do to Jordan Peterson about?
I'd probably just bully him.
Yeah, well, that's too easy.
I'd do my voice. I'd have him on, and then like, actually, I would love to see him in person, and then like slip like DMT into his drink while he sits there. You know, we just drug Jordan Peterson on the couch, and then we just film him lose his mind.
Just like do ayahuasca ritual.
Yeah, we pretend to all take it at once. We pretend to all take it at once, and he's the only one who does it, and we just sit there and like fucking do scary faces in front of him.
If I have to deal with Jordan Peterson, I also want in on the ayahuasca, please.
No, we just sit in front of Jordan Peterson when he's tripping out and like scream at his face and shake him around.
I can do that stoned. I probably have more fun stoned. Remember, I'm not the one who's scared of hallucinogens.
Yeah, no, but like, I gotta be in my right mind to like.
I gotta be in my left mind.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We gotta play like noises of like wolves howling, and it like fucking right in his ear or something, and then some shit to like get him to fucking go into some primal fear. The wolves! They're coming!
I just start saying things on the podcast I shouldn't. Let's get off of Jordan.
Let's get off of Jordan. That's what I said when I got off his lap after I was fucking with him with the ayahuasca. I don't know. What were we talking about? We were talking about Media-san.
Media-san.
Yeah, people are just like, I
love
love Media-san so much. He got fired from whatever the fuck he was on because he was too pro-Palestine.
I mean, of course.
Yeah. And we also mentioned Sam Cedar. I love Sam Cedar. He's great. Love Sam Cedar. And his co-host Emma Viglin. Both of them are great.
I actually find Sam Cedar's voice to be very grating. And
Oh,
this is
I
not a
love it.
commentary on Sam Cedar. This is like, look, Sam, you can't help it. That's your voice.
This is the Sam Cedar voice. I'm gonna. Like, is that good? Is that good?
I do think that Emma Viglin's doing it like, you know, do not become Anna Kasparian.
Oh no, she won't. Absolutely won't. And I think comparing the two of them is like mean to Emma Viglin.
It is mean, but at the end of the day, like, there was a certain point in time before TYT, like, I knew just how deep that rabbit hole went, where I thought, like, hey, you know, it's not just like stuffy white dudes talking politics. Like, for a moment there, and then she had more opinions, and I was like, oh, those are the opinions.
Yeah, Emma Viglin's great. Anna Kasparian is bad is an understatement. Anna and Shank, they get paid off. I think Anna
They're awful. They're awful.
Anna, I think
They're
Shank is
hard to
fully much paid off. I don't think Shank is a true believer in anything. I think he's just 100% paid opposition. Anna, though,
He's a business.
I think Anna, in some part, actually, like she, I think her initial grievances with, like liberals and the left are genuine. Like I think she is genuinely upset that people got angry at her for getting upset over the birthing person thing. I think her upsetness over that was real, and it wasn't just an excuse to pivot. But I do think that afterwards she realized how much money she could make by pivoting, and she and Shank pivoted the Young Turks.
Yeah, but like once again, it's just proof that she's somebody who won't
Yeah,
will knowingly not back down from a
yeah.
wrong opinion.
She's a bad person. She
She
is
will be
a
wrong, know
stubborn.
she's wrong, be told she's wrong, and continue to be wrong by choice. She is not somebody that I would want to like take any advice from or anything.
Yeah,
Because like, you know what? I don't care if you're right 9 times out of 10. If you're like that when you're wrong, you will learn nothing. You will always be
yeah.
wrong about things.
She's a narcissist in some
Yeah.
ways. She's
But
just
the all of TYT comes across as narcissistic.
they come
Really.
across as very preachy. It's very like we've
Yes.
been doing this for 10 years, a very elitist. Like we've been doing this for so long. Who are you to criticize us when we've been doing this for so long? We're the experts here. You're not. You're just whiny. You're too greedy in what you want. You got to take concessions sometimes, you know? Got to drop certain issues, you know, cuz sometimes you just got to know when to quit. That's what TIT is like.
No,
Grumpy.
they're. I don't like them. I don't like them. I mean, look, there's one new face that I keep bringing up, which is that Luke Beasley fellow.
Luke Beasley. What's that channel name? Is it just Luke Beasley?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of them. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I have. I just don't recognize the name off the top of my head.
I think I mentioned him before.
Mm. Can you bring them up?
I mean,
Because I could, if I see their face, I could I'll recognize them. Luke Beasley. This person does look familiar.
yeah, it
They
does
have a
like
bad haircut though.
they're like very interesting personality, very I don't know. But they keep fighting the good fight. You can see they very regularly upload, and their channel
Yeah.
hasn't been around for like a ton of time, and they grow quick. They grew quick,
Yeah.
but this
They
very
upload
much
a
like
lot. You scrolled that much down, and it was only two weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. You scroll this much, and it's a month ago. Yeah, this guy uploads a lot.
yeah, this guy really uploads.
Yeah, that's like a Majority Report level of uploading, where it just like cuts up like fucking 8 things a day from their show.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Everything from like this, the MAGA people, Trump.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the Oklahoma thing. If you want to talk about that, that's funny.
Oklahoma.
It's right there. The third video, he's talking about it right there.
Oh, right.
This one's
Look,
funny.
that's also dumb.
That's
That is
funny.
but it's also dumb.
That one's funny. A guy in Oklahoma, superintendent, got busted for watching porn in his office as the state education officials came in. And then he's like, they're lying. They're saying that I was watching adult content. This is a CRT. He does only got a cable box. Meanwhile, in the video right there, you can see it's a flat screen, like Vizio TV that could easily connect to an HDMI. Because why the fuck would you have a TV in a conference room that doesn't connect to a device? Why would you have that? Why do you just have a cable box in a conference room? But he claimed it was him. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. It's funny. This guy is actually notable because he was big a while ago for saying that the schools needed to have prayers to Trump and prayers to him. And they needed to pray to him. Nobody likes this guy, not even in the county, and so everyone's just been dogging on him. All the interviews that he gets are people like pretending to like him, and then they drop the mask halfway through and insult him. Very funny. Very funny.
It's so dumb.
It is like the definition of dumb. Just very funny. Anything else I want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm like, honestly, the shit is making me tap out.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of shit.
I'm I guess like taking a moment for like thoughts for Ansari, really.
Yeah, I'm really.
She's been a regular voice on the podcast now.
Good friend of ours.
More than a few
I'm willing.
times,
Take down this fucking channel. Always say this. Yeah, good friend of both of ours. I'd consider her to be like my best friend. So,
yeah, I said the same. The same.
Yeah. Just hoping she's all right, because I don't know what I'd do if something happened. Scary, but
scary.
Hoping everything's gonna be okay.
But thank you for joining this episode.
Yes, thank you. We will see you next week. Make sure you join the Patreon if you want episodes early and your name in the credits, of course. And also subscribe to the channel and like the video. Comment your favorite your favorite Jubilee video. And I won't respond to the Jubilee video. What do you have to say, Jade? Your sign off.
May the future bring brighter days.
Yep.
And that's about it. That's all I really got.
All right.
Holy shit, shit's pretty fucking grim.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, everyone.